You're listening to the Sports Scramble Podcast, where four friends serve up a weekly plate of sports with a side of SEC bias. Now, here are your hosts, Chet, Jacob, Wade, and Tyler.
Let's go!
Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of the Sports Scramble Podcast, brought to you by Belly Up Media. Your host, Chet. We got the full crew on tonight, Tyler, Jacob, and Wade. How's everybody doing?
Doing
Jacob's
pretty good.
making America great again.
Making statements.
Yeah. We're hoping we maybe get some political viewers come in and watch. Leave some comments. Who you're voting for? Let us know. Speaking of statements, there's the Olympics. Tyler's making a statement with his fresh fade coming off a vacation. How was your trip, Tyler?
It was pretty good. Pretty relaxing vacation down there in Gulf Shores. There was a lot of Midwesterners, people from all over Iowa, Wisconsin, Kentucky. So I guess it was just a Midwest takeover this weekend in Gulf Shores. But yeah, it's always a good time down there.
Perfect for our Big Ten coverage this week.
Yep,
Did you get
there
any
you
on
go.
the beach interviews?
Yes,
Nope,
we should
not.
have sent you out there with a camera. And
I did see. I did witness somebody get stung by a jellyfish, so that was something.
Yikes!
Did somebody pee on it?
Nope.
Dang it. Yeah, we should have had you talking up some of these Iowans. How would you refer to somebody from Iowa?
Iowans?
Iowans? Yeah, not Iowanders.
Oh my God.
That's like trying to say Islanders as like a little kid. Islanders. Should have talked up some of these Iowans, seen what they thought about it. I mean, are they going to have an offense this year? Are they going to have an all-around top 10 defense? Maybe find somebody that attends the University of Rutgers and see what they think about their football team, because I can tell you what I think about their football team. I hate their football team. We'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, no, that's good. Glad you enjoyed it, Tyler. We were gonna do Monday, and then schedules didn't align, so we said let's wait till Wednesday, midweek show. So we get the Olympics, get some medal counts, talk about fantasy football, our online dynasty, college football, of course the Big Ten, and then we got NFL football tomorrow with Chicago and Houston, which we won't talk a lot about it, but I guess let's give picks right now. Tyler, who's your pick? Chicago or Houston?
Houston. This is going to be Houston's year to potentially make it deep in the playoffs, so I think it starts off fresh. But interested to see how Caleb Williams does.
You think he plays?
Probably for about a drive.
Jacob's shaking his head no.
Nah. I'm going Texans also, though. But they reported that he's not playing, so
okay. So
we won't see either Stroud or Caleb Williams. So no, I think the Texans. I have lofty expectations for the Texans this year, kind of based off of what everybody saw last year, and they actually had some good additions in the offseason too. I think that they definitely signed the guys they needed to, and Diggs, and now these are wild.
Joe Mixon? I forgot about Joe Mixon.
Yeah,
that's to pair with. Is Dameon Pierce still a running back?
Yep, still is.
The backup.
There you go. What do you think, Wade? Texans or Bears?
I'll switch it up. I'll go with the Bears because of Tyson Bagent. We saw him play last year pretty well. He's trying to latch on as the backup quarterback, so I think he'll play pretty well in this one. Bears got some new tools too on offense. They spent a lot of money in free agency, but it doesn't really reflect on how either team's going to do this season. I mean, we're talking practice
Hall of Fame
players.
Yeah. I believe I pronounced his name as Tyson Baguette last year, but like Baguette. Misread that.
The fact that he almost beat
Maybe you're more of a Davis Mills kind of guy.
No, I'm all CJ Stroud. Davis Mills with his long neck can sit back there on the bench.
Is Davis Mills a good enough backup with all the expectations the Texans have? Would you feel confident with him coming in if CJ Stroud were to go down?
Yeah, I mean, the year he started, I had him in a dual quarterback fantasy league because I didn't realize it was a dual QB, so I was rolling with old Davis Mills, and he got me some points. He did decent, so I mean, I think he's a prime backup quarterback in the NFL. That's his role. He knows his role. Who's another one?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. There you go. He knows his role too. But no, I'm going Texans. I mean, this is the year that I give up on the Saints until they start Spencer Rattler. So I'm a Texans fan now.
He'll be a starter this year.
I think he will. I think he will.
Week
also.
6, he's going to be a starter.
Yeah. So I might not even buy an NFL Sunday ticket just so I can watch the Texans games because I'm in the market. I'm not in the Saints market, and so I never get. That's why I bought it last year. But I might not buy it because I'll be
stupid for buying
Use your wife's student discount, man.
Yeah, I mean, with student discount, it's like $100. I mean, you can't pass up on that deal. Like, that's pretty good, and you get red zone, so it's a pretty good deal. Yeah, I'm on the Texans. I'm on the Texas bandwagon this year. I mean, I'm an Astros bandwagon fan. I mean, it's where you pay city taxes.
Hey, all professional sports is a bandwagon, so you have my permission.
I'm just not a Cowboys fan. Until I probably go play the Cowboys course up in Dallas, then maybe I'll be a Cowboys fan.
No.
But let's go to the Olympics. Wade, while you get the medal count pulled up, let's do a little Olympic check-in. Anybody see Bob the Cap Catcher?
Oh, yeah. What a legend.
For those that don't know, oh, look at here. Look, I got my whole family watching. Check it out. Hello, family. Bob the Cap Catcher catches caps when they fall off in the pool during the Olympics. He runs out there in a Speedo and dives in and gets the caps. But I did hear an interesting rumor. They think it was an advertisement placement because when he went on, they had a company in the background, like it just happened to be in the camera angle. So what do you think? Was this like a low-key ad placement for whatever insurance companies advertising at the Olympics? No thoughts on that?
No, not thoughts.
All right.
No, I was just impressed.
Really pay attention to all that.
I was just impressed and was looking for the next Twitter search to be where can I find that tie-dye Speedo that Bob wears? That's what I was waiting for.
There you go. I know Wade rocks them. Wade, you got the tie-dye Speedo in the closet?
Hey, I still got them in the closet, but I've started to swim some laps at the YMCA. I'm wearing the normal swimsuit for now.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, your boy's put on about 30 pounds since I wore it last.
So you know what? You know what? There's nothing saying you can't wear a Speedo when you're out, for your volleyball matches.
That also might be bad because I'm in the sand a good bit.
I was at a hotel in Austin a few weekends ago, and I looked out the window, and there was someone very large in a Speedo sunbathing by the pool. So I was like, respect to him. This guy was getting on the elevator. He looked at his wife. He goes, "You think I can pull that off?" She goes, "Are you kidding me?" And I said, "Power to you, brother," and kept walking. He gets it.
I love it.
Yeah. You won't catch me in one, but Wade likes to rock them every now and then. And then this was supposed to be Monday's news right at the beginning of the Olympics, but a couple days late. Spygate. Tyler, what do you have to say for yourself? And your Canadian.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do to get a medal. So, Canada, if you want to not win gold, obviously we're all rooting for the U.S. women's to win a gold. But if they can at least get silver or bronze and get us on the board, do what you got to do. Put drones, steal signs, go for it.
So,
play football.
Of course, the coach was fired, right? That came out. Coach fired for use of drones to spy on the other team's practice, which I don't really know what you're picking up at soccer practice, right? Maybe formations. The team itself was docked 6 points, and then they went to go win their first 2 games, and they might still advance after being docked. So I don't know if they've won their third one or not, but at the time of reading that, they had won their first 2. So there you go. All right, Wade, let's get a little Olympic check-in.
All right, let's do it.
Here, let me I got you. Add it to the stage here.
All right.
We rocking?
We're rolling.
All right, let's check in. Week 1 Olympic update. Thanks for covering the newsworthy stories there, Chet, because I forgot to make that slide.
The cap catcher and the bands.
But let's jump right into it. We're going to work a little backwards. We're going to just jump straight to the podium, and then we're going to talk about how we got there. So, and I haven't shared this with the guys. Yeah, they might be doing the math on their own, but I doubt it. So
I haven't been tallying them up. I'll be honest with you. I was waiting on Wade.
Well, then you just got to trust my math.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go double check it after this.
All right, coming in on the podium in third place after week 1 is Chet.
Hey, there we go. Bronze medal. I like it.
All right. Silver, yours truly. All right. Who's big dog? Is it Tyler or Jacob?
I already know who it is.
I'm going with Tyler.
It's
Look
Tyler.
at him.
And Mr. Jacob, I found this lovely image for you because you fell off the podium, bro.
Who is that?
It is the commissioner of the French Soccer League like 5 years ago.
Oh, my God.
He went up to accept the trophy and fell off.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
So you are officially fallen off the podium for week number 1. Can you climb back up week number 2? Let's see how close it was. A reminder of who all we picked in our draft. And so Chet had 55 total points. Remember, we were doing 3 points for gold, 2 points for silver, and 1 point for bronze medals. That's a little different than the official medal count that you might see because they don't weight the medals, which I just don't understand.
Really?
I think gold should be more significant than a bronze medal.
They just do total medals.
Huh. Well, that's weird. I mean, I've been watching these guys from China, ping pong. My goodness. Like this guy, I don't know. Tyler, I think you were watching it when I was talking about it.
You didn't even know what country he was from.
No, this guy was actually from Taiwan.
No, it's Chinese Taipei. I literally told y'all.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Chinese Taipei and Taiwan are the same.
Yeah, well, you were asking for the acronym. It's TPE, and that's Chinese Taipei.
I had no idea. But they get so close to the ball, right? And they're like, and they like smack their hands down and
we needed it's pretty
nice. Like whenever they hit a little slow one with some spin, it's like he like deep voice and like hits it down. It's pretty cool, pretty fun to watch. Then we watched a boxing match between the French and the Ireland guy, and they never hit each other. I mean, it was embarrassing. So, all right, sorry, Wade, go ahead.
Oh no, this is good. Tyler, the gold medalist. 99 points, y'all.
Leaving y'all in the dust. See y'all later.
Gracious.
Chet and Jacob combined couldn't catch Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
Golly.
But
is it Japan that's his leading country?
France China's actually in first. And France is right there with him, I think. We'll take a look at that in a second.
So we need a breakdown of the medals.
His first two teams are His first two countries are carrying,
and he had the last pick.
Yeah, you idiots! Freaking couldn't pick the right country.
You picked Canada.
Hey,
I made it close though.
90. Oh wait, 98.
Wow. Coming for you, TT.
Wow. Yeah, Great Britain's gonna, they're gonna fold eventually. They won't be able to keep up with the home nation.
All right, now let's look at how we got there.
The Live Olympics. Here you go.
Yes. What is that? Gymnastics?
Yep, it is. And it's
Shout out to
Japan.
So there you go. Might have another gold medal in the waiting.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is these things change like by the minute. So I did the totals before we got on air today, like 3 minutes before, so it should be accurate. But here you go. If those numbers aren't accurate, these are because this is real time.
Let me add this to the. All right,
but the points will not line up with our points because they just sum them.
Right. United States has got to step that gold medal up. What is this? We're the only country with the Second Amendment. We can't win a gold medal in shooting. Like, what is this?
It's a foreign game. But yeah, as you can see, Tyler's France pick is paying off.
Yeah, France. China's doing good. I think we're still we're in the early makings of the table tennis. It's hard to watch unless you have Peacock. That's all I got to add there. Anybody got a Peacock?
Look at that, 3 teams, top 10, baby.
Hey, we got all the top 10 teams right.
Who's in last?
Well, Chet, you're lucky we didn't do the show Monday because the Netherlands had 0, but they put into work the last 3 days.
Okay,
Kazakhstan with 3. Look at them.
I watched Kazakhstan box. That was impressive.
Who got a gold?
Probably the boxer.
They won in judo.
You can elaborate on it here. Yeah,
Checks out.
Yep, judo and bronze
Right,
medal in
success.
shooting.
Checks out.
Borat the judo.
Yeah.
Jacob's pick of Hungary.
Oh,
We
there's
haven't
not-
gotten into the decathlon yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't touched the Hungarian powerhouse sports yet, so we're like,
What even is there a powerhouse?
it's coming.
Is
It's coming.
is there a street racing? Georgia get a gold
Oh,
now.
look, we got Georgia.
Jeez,
Judo,
Judo.
okay. I
there's
I
no
guess
plane
that's-
flying.
All right, well, who's last? Wade, hit load more. Who's last?
Who's
Well,
like
I
the
mean,
last country?
all these countries just have.
Oh, wait,
two
hold on.
medals.
Croatia. What's Croatia?
Croatia got 2 medals. All right, they're on the board. And what?
All right.
A gold and a bronze.
In judo and shooting. Look at them.
Yeah.
All right, the Croatians know how to shoot.
Heck,
What about Ireland? What do we got for Ireland here?
no.
Got 2
Better
medals.
not be
Drinking
boxing.
beer.
Swimming.
A
Yeah.
gold medal.
Gold medal
Yeah.
in swimming.
North
That's a-
Korea's allowed to compete?
Yep.
Yes.
Really?
Diving and table
First
tennis.
time in what 8
Well,
years?
they announced South Korea as the people of the Korean Republic, and they got pretty upset.
And they played the wrong national anthem for the North Korea.
That's a bad look. You got one job.
I mean, there's a lot of teams with 1 or 2 medals, but
Fiji.
we're pretty early on.
Where's Serbia's gold medal? Is that?
I mean,
is that
Spain
just
only have 1 is
Djokovic?
pretty disappointing.
Yeah,
No,
what's Spain?
tennis is still early on.
Yeah. Oh,
Ukraine.
gosh, Ukraine is bringing up the rear.
What do they got a medal?
Well, I don't know if every
Tough.
country's in here.
Yeah, not every country.
I think they only put you in here when you get a
unless they
medal.
win a medal.
That's tough. The fact
Well,
that
I
Georgia
guess-
has that's
So they're
pretty low.
technically in last of the medal getters.
Yeah.
But we did a good job. I mean, we covered so far. We've gotten all the top 10 teams in our draft, and
I'm only worried about weight at this point. I mean,
Brazil. I mean, come on, guys. Let's get some soccer going.
I'm impressed with Kazakhstan though. Like,
Getting
you
three
never would
medals.
have thought. I don't know.
All right, click on US though. Let's leave that open while we talk about their sports.
Okay.
So
There's a lot of
3
them.
gold medals swimming, nice. Fencing, look at there, gold medal in fencing.
Yeah.
We're not known for cycling. You know, our best cyclist was taking
Gymnastics.
steroids. Yep, women's. So I thought the men's team also won gold.
they won bronze.
Bronze.
Oh well, that changes my dollar.
No, wait. They didn't win bronze. They won silver.
No, they won bronze. They won bronze.
No.
Yes,
no,
they
didn't.
did.
No,
Don't
they
say-
didn't.
NBC
Hit
is a
it.
bunch of liars.
Well, they've been watching Olympics.
Click on it,
every
Wade.
day.
Click on the medalist. Is this team?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Tyler's
team.
right.
It's a
Bronze.
team bronze.
So they brought out this guy to do the pommel horse, and he got
Yeah.
bronze.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was their first medal in the sport since 2008.
Okay, I guess that makes all right.
That earns a dog of the week. Keep them.
So
yeah.
my question is, he won an individual medal.
Also, Eaton Jagger's
them
like
won a
12.
medal.
Just throwing
Yeah.
that
There's
out
just
there.
a team medal. You don't get 4. It doesn't count as 4 medals. It just counts as
But
one.
No,
there
obviously,
are
right,
there
but
are individual
I'm saying there's-
medals. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, the individual ones are going to be happening.
The skateboarding medal, that guy's like 12 or 14. Canoeing.
Canoeing.
How do you say that name? Take a run at that, Wade.
Evie Liberfarth.
Oh, I thought that was their first name. I'm about to say, goodness
a little
gracious.
weird. That was a little weird.
Have y'all seen
You can
This-
pronounce our men's street skateboarder's name.
Jagger Eaton and Nija Huston? Rugby, the women's rugby team. She should be this. That one girl, I don't know her name, but she should be drafted in fantasy football.
I agree.
You saying her and Leonard Fournette would have an absolutely insane Oklahoma drill?
Okay, so Katie Ledecky did get the gold medal. I saw her get torched in a shorter race, and I was like, y'all gave me some wrong information.
not
That was her warm-up event.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's going to win gold probably in the 800 meter, too.
Nice. Okay.
Dang.
Pretty solid.
But
Pretty
see,
solid.
look, Chu gets it. Hold on, I missed this comment here. America lets down by not winning every gun event. They finished dead last. DFL. Neil's been tuning in as well. I think we all have. I mean, Olympics are a fun time. I just throw it on in the background. But apparently, Peacock has red zone version of Olympics
They do.
where you can. It's just like all of them at one time. So that's
I
pretty neat.
saw it at a restaurant we were at this past weekend, and it was pretty cool.
I don't pay for Peacock, so it's
That's a joke.
YouTube TV.
Peacock sucks.
Jacob and streaming services just not a
Well, I mean, no, I have streaming services.
You got Disney
Watch
Plus.
one like Stream East or something.
I've got Hulu, Disney Plus, all that.
Yeah, I mean,
happy jazz.
I got a gripe real quick about Major League Baseball. I live 2 hours from Houston. I watch every Houston Texans game. Okay, it is on local TV. Paul Skeens is pitching against Houston Astros, and you're telling me I'm outside of the market? I could have driven to the game.
They're saying you're inside the market.
What?
Because they want you to get off work and drive 2 hours and go buy
But if
tickets.
if you live in Houston, you can watch it on.
Do you catch the Rangers game at least?
I don't know. I've never looked.
You can't stream it.
I'm just saying it, like what market
you get cable rights.
Yeah,
it's dumb. There's a county in Iowa that is blacked out of 8 Major League Baseball teams.
That sucks.
Excuse me?
Well, I saw there's like an MLB ticket or something like that for like $30 for the rest of the season, but I wanted to watch that one game. I would have paid $30 to watch Paul Skeens play the Astros. So I went to Houston a week late. I should have gone this week. Weather's great. I got rained out last week. Didn't even get to play golf. So that sucked. But speaking of rain and golf and dog of the week. Okay, well, the animation didn't work for some reason, but we got the barking in. Dog of the week, Jacob, takes it away.
Man, there's so many good ones.
There were a lot this week.
Dog of the week for me, I'm gonna go to the 3M Open. Jonathan Vegas won the 3M Open. Good for him.
That was cool.
Big
7 years.
win. And but
from Houston, or not from Houston, but lives in the Woodlands.
Right.
Speaking of Houston,
which isn't Houston, but
it basically is
close enough. But yeah, I'm gonna go with not him. I'm gonna go with the police officer. He absolutely tagged with his drive, and the police officer just stood there, arms folded, with his golf ball, with Vegas's golf ball in his arms, and just stood there. And it was kind of like the most casual thing, but also like how nerve-wracking would it be to walk up to a police officer and he's got his arms folded and your golf ball sitting there and you're just like, hey, let me grab that real quick. Sorry.
Imagine Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah. Oh, that's a touchy.
I mean, golly.
No, the police officer got to keep his arms folded. Play where it lies. You got to
take her off his forearm.
Like Mr. Larson there. You don't hit it right off his foot there.
Yeah. Tyler, who you got? Dog of the week. That's a good one.
I'm going to go to Olympics. I'm going to go to a person that you brought up, Alex Cedric from U.S. Women's Sevens Rugby, absolutely hitting the truck stick on that one girl from Australia. Move, bitch, get out the way, pretty much to move on the way to the bronze medal.
She is jacked.
Yeah, everybody on that team is jacked. Like, did you see all those people? Like, my gosh, they could oh my gosh!
I mean, remember when Danny used to play rugby when he lived with us, and then I watched this, and I'm like, "Holy cow!"
Yeah, they must just go to the gym all day and just never leave.
So, does anybody understand rugby? No. Just putting that up
with no forward passes, and then when you get in the end zone, you got to down the ball.
Okay, but here's the one aspect I do not understand: when they're there and they have to the referee screams crouch at the top of his lungs and they all grab each other there and it's and they roll the ball between their legs.
The scrum.
What the hell is that?
It is
football.
If you miss, if you make it from 30 meters, you don't get 2 points, but if you kick it 2 feet away from the goalpost, it's 2 points.
I'm gonna tell you what, some of those guys could be NFL kickers right now. I watched a dude make an absolute coffin corner kick and I was like,
and that ball's a lot bigger, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wade, do you remember when we used to watch The Bachelorette and they did the rugby episode?
Oh, yeah.
And Luke P went crazy and broke somebody's nose in the scrum. Yes. That's what I was thinking of when you were talking about
remember that too.
Yeah, we were all watching it in our apartment.
Not anymore.
Wade. Yeah, no, I haven't seen that in a long time. Who's your dog of the week there, Freddie?
All right. I'm going to go to baseball, and it's a team award. The Minnesota Twins. They were playing the Detroit Tigers, and everybody knows Javier Baez just can't hit a baseball anymore. Like, he's just completely lost, and they'll swing at just about anything. So the Twins put that to the test and set their catcher up in the opposite batter's box with 2 strikes, and Javi Baez swung and missed on the baseball by about 3 feet.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, I don't know how he's even in the MLB anymore.
That looks like we're playing the show.
You get dog of the week because of how disrespectful you are to your opponent.
Mine, we mentioned it earlier, Steven Nederusick. Is that right? Anybody know? Gymnastics
Sure.
guy.
Great.
Mr. Pommel Horse himself. He's there to do the pommel horse, and the pommel horse only helps the men's team win the bronze medal. Tyler mentioned it. First medal since 2008. Also, a hell of a Rubik's Cube solver. Watched him solve it in about 30 seconds. It was pretty cool. He put a video on Twitter. It was like on the Olympic social channels. But I was watching the pommel horse today, and it is absolutely insane. I think that's
hilarious.
the most impressed. That's the most impressed I've been watching an Olympic event. I mean, the way these dudes spin around. I mean, they've got all this mobility in their hips. I don't know how they don't have torn rotator cuffs. Blind movement with the hands. I watched a guy slip today and fall off of one. It's insane.
Well, the dude that you have as your dog of the week, like one of his moves, like he just grabs on it with one arm, like spins around. Like, how the hell do you have upper body strength?
Like, no, not only that, but like, I'm sorry, but my arm doesn't turn that far.
Yeah, well, my legs can't spin around. My whole body can't spin around.
And he's grabbing the handle. I'm thinking, okay, if he's grabbing the handle, how is he spinning his body? Like, the handle doesn't move. Like,
he's got no AC joint in his shoulder.
And the fact that he had to wait the whole entire meet for that one event to win the bronze medal,
he's sitting there.
Yeah, that deserves a doll.
He's sitting
I have a harder event. I'm sorry. I have a harder. Actually, before I get to that event, I honestly, that guy is a legend because I know he has to wear glasses, like legally has to wear glasses to see. And this man takes his glasses off. Like,
it does it.
He just takes his Clark Kent glasses off and he goes up there and he just grabs the thing, deep breath, and does his thing for less than 2 minutes and then says, "Okay, thank you. I'll take a medal now." It's like, what? It's like they had a ticker in the corner, like counting down when he was going on the pommel horse. I'm like, wait a minute, like this guy, and he's just sitting over there laughing and cutting up with like these people, and everybody's initial thought had to be, "Oh, this guy's probably like some trainer, some hype man for him or something." It's like, oh no. This dude's like the greatest pommel horse.
The team statistician.
He's a pommel horse specialist.
Yeah. I almost said pommel horse rider, but you don't ride the pommel horse.
But you do something wrong.
But hardest event in the Olympics as far as gymnastics go has to be hands down the frapping rings. That thing looks painful.
Oh, yeah. The 2 rings where they're like doing planks on the rings.
I just watched a dude hang upside down with his legs perpendicular to his body. It's like I can't.
Don't have that type of flexibility. But I think we're all enjoying the Olympics. It's a fun time. You want to do some Big 10 preview here, or more like the Big 18? Run through the schedule.
Big 20 at this point.
Yeah, really. Run through the schedule, hit some over-unders. We don't know a whole lot besides Jacob on the Big 10.
Sure.
But we start with the mighty Illinois. Take us away, Jacob. They play Penn State second.
Yeah. First of all, it's Illini, but good try.
I'm just noting that it's only the Big 10 schedule, so thank you.
Okay, I was a little confused.
Big 10 teams, get better graphics because y'all graphics suck.
Yeah, I got a question for you. Yeah, where's the rest of the games on the schedule?
Well, they're going to go
like one of y'all's custom schedules in Dynasty mode.
Yeah, this looks like one of those dog water scheduls.
They included the Big 10 championship on there.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Well, I'm glad it's in gray because it's going to be grayed out in their memory for the foreseeable future because they're
Are we going to
not
see another
make
9 overtime game in 9/28?
I swear if we see another 9 overtime game, I think I'm just going to trade in all of my sports memorabilia for pictures of trees And then that's it. I won't watch football again for the rest of my life, and that's it. But you don't have to include the other games on there because the first one is East Illinois. I've never heard of them in my life, and Illinois will probably be 1-0 to start the season. After that, their next game, Kansas. They'll be at home again. They'll get torn up by Kansas. There ain't no way they win in that game. And then they have Central Michigan at home also. So they have 3 home games to start the year. So
their over/under is set at 5.5.
Under 4. 4 or 3. There's no way.
You know what? It's at 5.5.
Yeah.
I'll give them 5 wins. I mean, they'll win the first game of the year.
It's hard because there are other
already see like 5 losses already in the Big Ten schedule. So, I mean, it's going to be pretty tricky. They're going to lose to Nebraska. They're going to lose to Penn State. They're going to lose to Michigan. They're going to lose to Oregon. They're going to lose probably to Rutgers, and they're probably going to lose.
Yeah, they're 100% losing to Rutgers.
Yeah,
this team beat me in my game.
I'm going to go under. I think this is a 4-8, 5-17.
Kirk Herbstreit says Rutgers going to the Big Ten championship.
That's not true.
That's not.
Said it on Pat McAfee. I'm just the messenger.
I'll give them 5 wins. Yeah, I'll give them 5 wins. I mean, I think they could beat Purdue at home, Minnesota, and Michigan State, and then they'll obviously win their first game of the year against East Illinois, and they'll probably get a win against Central Michigan. So those are my 5 wins.
Okay. All right, who we got next, Tyler?
We have a team that you're quite familiar with.
Hey, an actual schedule.
Maybe FIU's a win. Western Illinois is a win. UCLA, that's easy. That's a win.
They don't play Rutgers.
Easy win. Maryland, win. Northwestern, win. Nebraska, Washington, I don't know about Washington this year because they lost so many players. They lost their coach.
They lost their whole team, pretty much.
What's his face from Mississippi State is their quarterback.
Rodgers?
Yeah, Will Rogers. He's couldn't even.
That's a very favorable home schedule.
It is.
I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks for changing it, guys.
Hey, if you wanted to have 12 games, we had to do it.
So, I think that honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they start out 6-0, and then that's when it gets tough. You got Nebraska at home, Michigan at home, Ohio. The last 3 weeks are hell. They're over/under set at 5.5. I give them 6. I think they go 6-6.
Yeah, I go 6-6 too. I think they'll probably lose to UCLA on the road. I know that UCLA, it's still a good, but that's just like a tough road trip.
Yeah,
from
one side of the country to the other.
They'll lose to Northwestern. I mean, Northwestern was supposed to be like the worst team in the Big Ten last season. They almost won the Big Ten West. So yeah, I see.
Did coach get hit with some sort of hazing charge and he got fired?
Well, I mean, he's been long gone, but the dude who took over him is doing a terrific job over there in Evanston. But yeah, I think this is 6-6. This is a middle of the road team.
That Washington game should be interesting, right? Because we don't really know. And we'll talk about them. Yeah, I'm with 6-6. I give them the over 5.5. What do you got, Jacob?
I think they'll win 5 of their first 6, and then they'll lose 5 of their last 6.
There you go.
Right. 6-6.
Yeah, so
I think we're all consistent. 6-6.
Yeah, I think they'll get to a bowl game.
Okay, I like it. Hoosiers are rolling on.
All right, let's go on to the Hawkeyes.
What is this graphic, dude?
I'm telling you, that's why I'm saying Big Ten people need to get their graphics right.
They don't have access to Photoshop in Iowa.
I could have done this. All right.
Just put a football field.
I was going to comment. I probably should keep that to myself. So
Iowa. Over under 8.
Under.
See if I can count 8 wins.
1.
Well, there's 4 right at the start, probably, unless Iowa State.
Yeah, they're going to start 4-0, and then I see a loss to Ohio State. They'll beat Washington. They'll beat Michigan State. They'll beat Northwestern. They'll beat Wisconsin. They'll beat. Yeah, I honestly could see like 10 again.
It's
10 wins.
What does
10-2
offense do?
10-2 or 9-3.
I think they lose to Ohio State and maybe like UCLA, maybe Nebraska at the end of the year.
Y'all are convincing me. I'm going with the over on the 8. Give me 9 wins.
Yep. I'm going 8-4. I'll take the under.
Well, that'd be a push, but
Oh, it's 8 wins. It's not 8.5.
8. I hate when they do that. Just pick one, right?
Yeah.
All right. Who's next?
All right, let's go on now to the Maryland Terrapins.
Love this schedule.
What's
Would they make it in Word? I mean, you couldn't even get any.
This isn't their actual one. Like, I couldn't find one for
That is
okay.
Microsoft 99.
Nope,
Sorry,
it's
Tyler,
actually
I'm
a
gonna hate on you
YouTube
for
thumbnail, so credit to whoever made it.
Or not credit.
Maryland. Let me get you your total here.
It's a pretty good basketball schedule.
Yeah, really.
6.5?
UConn, Michigan State,
6.5.
Virginia.
UConn and Villanova on there, Virginia.
Well, they'll start 4-0. After that,
Really?
good luck. Yeah, UConn sucks. Michigan State's not very good. At Virginia, that's a win. Villanova, this isn't basketball, so that's a win.
Well, I have some inside information. My intern this summer, he goes to Michigan State. He says they're winning a national championship.
Yeah, that's not happening. Not
New
even
coach,
freaking
new atmosphere.
lacrosse. They're not going to be winning a national championship. What's the over/under for them?
6.5. Is Penn State and Maryland a rival?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Didn't
Well,
know
it's
that.
going to be like
So-
63-0.
So the big thing is that Penn State gets a lot of their recruits from the Maryland metro area, so
Okay.
it's kind of a recruit compete thing.
Gotcha.
And they're always Penn State's senior day.
So, does Tua's little brother still play here?
Nope,
No,
he
He
gone.
finally graduated. Okay, he's only been there for like 8 years.
There's going to be some drop off, so I'll go like 6 and 6, 5 and 7.
Give me the under 6.5.
I'm going to go
They go
under
6 and
5
6.
and 7.
Just another middle of the road team in the Big Ten that no one will care about by like week
Give me
5.
the Big 18.
Yeah, Big T, whatever the heck it's called. All right, next, let's go to Michigan
Okay.
State.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you might have to zoom in. I might have to get a little closer.
You can't-
Somebody
you
forgot to use the fill screen option.
Oh,
This was
Graphics
meant to
can't
be a
fill a screen,
wallpaper
then
on your
it's going to
phone.
be blurry because the graphics suck.
I can't see anything. Okay, there we go.
I know they kind of suck. So
Whatever
5
the
and 7.
over/under is, just give me the under.
What is it?
Michigan State's 5.
Yeah, give me the under.
They play UL.
Do they?
Yeah.
Give me the over just for my intern.
All right.
Well, I think they're probably going to start the year 2-2. And then after that, they probably only win one game. So, yeah, I've got 3 and 9.
Yeah, this is a team that's really fallen off.
Yeah, 3-9, 4-8 sounds about right to me.
New coach. Yeah, give me the over. Uniform bet.
Uniform
nice.
bet. All right.
All right, what we got?
Go on to the defending champs who can't even have a graphic.
Jeez.
Yikes. Yeah, the Big Ten is pretty bad.
Set at 9.
That
SC
Texas
lost.
game is really going to decide if they
I
can
think it's a
really run the
loss.
table.
You know what? I'm staring at that Arkansas State game.
Oh, give me a break.
Gosh, I'm seeing another App
I'm
State
not seeing
all
many
over
losses
again.
on this schedule. I'll go 10-2.
Who are
Really?
your 2 losses?
Ohio State and Oregon.
I think they pick up a third, either to
Yeah.
USC or
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah, they're losing to Texas.
8-4.
Ain't no way.
8-4. I think they're losing to USC.
I think this is the year that this has got to be the year that Ohio State beats Michigan with the amount of talent that they have on that roster.
Brian Day, if he does not, he's
And
out.
they got to go to Washington, guys. I mean, I know they
Yeah.
beat them, obviously,
Yeah.
but
They're going to be wanting some revenge, even though
This
there's
is-
a new
So
team.
somebody tell me how it makes any sense. Their first 5 games of the year are at home, and then they go on the road
always
for
been
2
like that
games.
for-
Then they
since
come
like
back home for
2017.
2 more. Then it's road.
Well, it
home,
alternates, Butch. It alternates.
At least they play somebody in those first 5 weeks. Last year they were playing like East
road.
Carolina.
It alternates.
Bowling
What do you mean
Green.
it alternates? They had
Well, you
freaking
only play
12
4
home
road
games
games.
last year.
Hold on. The amount of home and away games, well, I guess conference-wise, will
for
alternate.
Power 5,
Yes,
you
but-
get less.
Yeah.
All of
Yeah.
their non-conference games are at home.
It's Michigan.
That's the
They're
way
not
it
going to
works.
travel to an LSU. Doesn't play away non-conference.
They need
game.
to be playing at Texas on this schedule. There is no
Well,
reason
it's probably a home and home. It's probably
they
a home
should
and
be
home.
There's a home and
having
home.
Texas and USC.
Michigan
home.
will probably go to Texas next year.
Well, y'all are the ones that make the schedules, so.
Terrible.
All right, so 9. I'm saying under.
Yep. 8 and
I'm
4.
going over.
9.
All right.
8 and 4. JJ McCarthy's gone. They have no offense.
No, I think the quarterback play might improve, actually. He's a dual threat.
They just got to hand the ball off to Donovan Edwards. I mean, they could still score points.
They'll be one-dimensional.
A good draft. Is this? And they gave us one for next year.
All right, let's go ahead and knock out next year.
They are set at 5. I'm giving them the over just for the graphic.
I'm going over. Give me 7 wins.
I'm going to clap for this team, and I'm not going to clap into the mic because I want to know what kind of Houdini work that they just made to not have to play Penn State, not have to play Michigan, and not have to play Ohio State. Somebody please tell me
what happens when you get 18 teams in your conference.
2025 they do. They play Penn State.
Yeah, but they still don't play Michigan or Ohio State. Like, unbelievable.
9 wins.
Just for the graphic alone, Big Ten champs.
I think they make a
what's their over-under?
They're set at 5.
Oh, that's over all day long.
7-5, 8-4, I believe.
North Carolina, which
the schedule sets up.
Yeah, well, PJ Fleck's gone too, so kind of different.
I don't know, man. I like the over. Give me like 8 or 9 wins for Minnesota.
Yeah, 8 wins. Successful season. They make a bowl game.
Still. And a sick graphic.
Yeah, it's wild.
What do you got, Wade?
I love Road.
I'll take the over on that. I mean, I'm a little bit less bullish on them. I think they probably make a bowl game, 6-6.
Okay.
All right,
there's going to be a lot of mediocrity in football now because the games don't matter as much. I mean, like, you go lose 6 games, you make a bowl game, you get your check. Well, dang, what is this? A dinner invite?
What is this?
RSVP to my rehearsal dinner.
They went all the way back to the 1940s to make this graphic.
Is this like the national championship schedule from '98?
Yep. UTEP, Colorado, Northern Iowa, and Illinois.
7.5.
Can we talk about how weird it is that Nebraska's quarterback is a clone of Patrick Mahomes, and he goes out of his way to do things Mahomes does?
Speaking of a schedule setup, this schedule honestly sets up nicely for Nebraska. It's just a matter of can they actually win a football game of closer than 3 points or less.
Well, I mean, Matt Rule thinks he's playing the NFC South, so I don't know what to tell you. They're set at 7.5.
Well, I've got a loss to Colorado in week 2.
Yeah, they're not gonna lose Colorado.
It's in Nebraska. I think they get it done.
I'll say 8-4. They make a bowl.
They ain't filling the stadium for Nebraska football. I can tell you that. Yes, they fill it for freaking Nebraska volleyball.
They still have that stadium even when they're 0-12. They're the most loyal fan base.
Awful. You don't think I don't watch Big Ten football? And I've seen the last how many years of Nebraska
graphics while you're at it.
I've seen Nebraska absolutely choke away season after season. So
I've seen Penn State go 10-2 for the past 100 years.
It's bowl games all day long. Yes.
Well, what's up with the font for Nebraska football? What is this? The Great Gatsby? And then is that Roman numerals at the bottom for 2024 next to Adidas?
I don't think so.
No,
I think it is.
I can't tell. It's too
far away. That's not
XXIV. That's 24. I think may be 2000.
Well,
there's just a whole lot going on.
This sets up nicely for
I'm giving them 7-5.
Yeah, me too. Just because of the graphics, terrible.
5-7.
Yeesh.
All right, Tyler's the only one with the over.
8-4 for me.
They won't win a single game after they win their first 5.
Okay, Northwestern. I see you.
Credit to Northwestern.
Decent.
Who in the world is that third team?
4.5.
Eastern Illinois.
Oof.
Eastern Illinois has a gauntlet this year.
Everybody's playing them.
4.5.
Are you sure they're not in the conference?
Yeah, really.
Man, Miami of Ohio. I mean, that's not the team that you want to be playing game number 1. I mean, that's the
Duke week
from
2
last season.
4.5. I mean,
well, they're playing in a women's rowing stadium. Pretty much, they just spun the bleachers around from the lake to the football field.
I was going to.
Too bad the Oregon Duck is not. The Oregon's not coming this year. The Duck's going to be sitting on the river. It's been awesome. Give me the under.
There is no such thing as home field advantage, and the ones they get at home, a lot of those are going to be competitive. I think they get 4 wins.
I'll go
They play
4-8.
Ohio State in Wrigley Field. That's pretty neat.
You know, I'm gonna go 2-10.
What? The fact that they're actually playing Ohio State in Wrigley Field is just sinful.
They did that because the makeshift stadium was.
That's why the Big Ten's like one of the worst conferences ever.
Well, they're playing Iowa. They're playing Illinois.
Play in a baseball stadium.
They're playing Illinois in Wrigley Field too.
Mm-hmm.
They got 2 games in Wrigley. Oh. All right, next. I think we all are under here.
Let's go on to Ohio State.
Are you?
Ohio State didn't put out a graphic.
Kidding me?
What is behind it?
Who's Teton?
Buckeye.
That is not a Buckeye.
The team that haven't beaten 3 seasons.
The team up the team up north.
Oh, actually, it is a Buckeye.
It's Buckeye fudge.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Yeah, this is bad.
He's wearing
whatever the number is. It's probably
10.5.
Maybe not.
8-4.
I think they lose to Oregon.
I'll go 10-2. Lost to Oregon and Penn State.
And you know, there's always that team like Purdue or Indiana that upsets.
For Ohio State,
and also Penn State and Nebraska too, in the middle of Oregon and Penn State. That's a trap game written all over it.
I've got a prediction. They lose to Northwestern at Wrigley Field.
What? In Wrigley Field?
It's just going to throw them off, and Ryan Day is going to be fired.
Could you imagine?
I think they either lose at Oregon or Penn State. And here's the thing. If they have no losses or only 1 loss going into the Michigan game, I think they could, sit that game out. And, who gives a shit about the rivalry anymore in college football, right? Just make the Big Ten championship, take care of your business, get the 1 seed, rest up for that game.
I gave them 9-3.
8-4.
That's what college football's turned into. It's oh yeah, the Saints are playing the Panthers week 17.
Where's the 4 losses?
They will probably lose to Oregon. They're going to lose to Penn State.
Is that the whiteout?
Yeah,
no.
Let's just go into it. No, it's not the whiteout.
It's the helmet stripe game.
What's that mean?
It's all white except for one a
What's
couple
your
of
career
sections
record going to
50
Penn State games?
that are blue. What?
Are you a curse to the team when you go, or are you a good luck charm?
I'm 5-0.
Oh, all right. Penn State all the way.
So yeah, I haven't seen a losing game in person. So, and I haven't picked crap games either. So, yeah, that's a good point. I do like Neil's point. Yeah, for the
if he loses, I think he's fired.
It'd be T-ton.
Yeah, so it's either 9-3 or 8-4. I think I agree with Chet. Trap games, probably not Purdue, because if Penn State does beat them,
circle that one.
If Penn State does beat them, it would be hard, and it's hard to see them lose 3 in a row to Oregon, Nebraska, and Penn State. That'd be insanity. But
Northwestern, Wrigley Field, out of their element. Just saying.
Indiana.
All right, so 10.5. I'm taking the under. Fletch taking the under. Tyler, Wade.
Under, I guess, since it's 10.5, I'll go 10-2.
I'll give them 11-1.
Who do they lose to?
Wow.
I think they lose to either Penn State or Oregon.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, they're just a really talented football team. I was just being facetious that they could lose the Michigan game because they don't care, but I think talent alone.
They don't care. I mean, they got they have just gotten run over the past 3 seasons.
I think one thing you're not counting, yes, rivalry games last week of the season, maybe rest up. I think the rivalry game means so much more.
Yeah, the fact, just like the results.
If you're in a point where it's LSU and Oklahoma last week of the season, none of us care about Oklahoma. It's not a rival. So maybe in that case, but when it's a true rivalry game like Ohio State and Michigan, right? Texas and Texas A&M, those games are the ones that are going to mean more just to the players.
Yeah. I mean, I agree for sure. I mean, I think you're going to see them not completely checked out for the game, but it's not like you're going to on the line anymore because you could play them again in the first round of the playoffs.
Ohio State, what do you expect? All right, who's next?
Grab a pillow and a blanket and start your season on September 28th. All right, let's go on to Oregon.
So I hate to say this, but I think Oregon's your Big Ten champion this year.
Why do you hate to say that?
I don't know. I just don't.
Why do you hate it?
I don't know, because Futch is a Penn State fan. They're set
they
at 10.5.
scheduled themselves a slate, man. They got Texas Tech and Boise out of
Is the Boise game on the road, or is that a home game for them?
Can't tell.
I think the shaded in games are at home.
No, the little yellow
it's
dots
at
are
home.
away.
Look, they play at Hawaii to open up the year.
There's no way that they play at Hawaii.
Yeah.
They do? Well,
they have a lot of Hawaiian football players, so it's probably a tribute to that.
That's true. And it's not that.
Wait, is that Idaho? Yeah. If only that was a road game in the Kibbe Dome.
Oregon's set at 10.5. I know they don't have Bo Nix, but they did get Dylan Gabriel transfer in. It's their coach third, fourth year, right? I mean, they've been building, right? They've had the momentum the last couple of years. Yes, you're in the Big Ten now. Yes, you have Ohio State, Michigan, but I think they
get Ohio State.
I would not be surprised if it's a 12-0 season. I'm over 10.5 for sure for me.
I'm gonna go 11-1 with their one loss being on the road at Michigan.
Okay,
I agree with that.
Cross country trip. What's the Big Ten specialist say?
10-2. Shit happens.
I could see them dropping a game just because of this newfound travel. You know?
Maybe, that's what I'm thinking. Like I'm looking at travel. Maybe that's why they scheduled
Hawaii week 1.
Yeah, they go on the road to Purdue. That's not the road game that you want.
UCLA is a trap game,
but you can't just look at it as home games and away games for them, because even when they're playing a home game, they got to come back from Ann Arbor to play at home against Maryland. That's still travel.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I mean,
they're constantly
Ohio
on the road.
State, Purdue.
You know what?
You think some of these teams might just stay out there? Well, never mind. They don't go back-to-back away games.
They could just practice out there and stay.
But imagine going to Purdue. I mean, I can't see if there's any bye weeks in here or not, but theoretically you go to Purdue and then you come back for Illinois and then you got to go to Michigan. I mean, that Illinois game, you can hardly call that a home game because they're going to be on the road.
A lot of jet lag for these teams.
There may be bye weeks mixed in there.
There's a bye week between Boise State and UCLA, and then there is a bye week between Wisconsin and Washington.
Oh yeah, just look at the dates. What are we?
So that's going to be a tough game there with Illinois.
Field claims to travel won't be as big as a factor. I guess if they are flying private, if we really think about it,
Yeah, but teams are traveling more than they used to, and they're traveling farther than they used to. So I'm of the opinion that there's two trap games there, UCLA and Wisconsin.
I think Purdue's one of them, but I still have to go 12-0.
All right, let's go on to the next one.
With the Big Ten Duck. Who is this? Penn
State?
Thank
you for Penn State for actually making a graphic that we can see everything.
Yeah, pretty simple.
They are set at 10.5 as well.
I like that West Virginia game.
So they play West Virginia, and then they become representatives of the MAC for 2 weeks, and then they go on to the Big Ten play.
That West Virginia game is at West Virginia?
Yes.
Like a true road game?
Yep. 11 a.m.
Interesting. You don't see that a lot from, you would think
they played last
Mac
year.
Daddy. Oh, it's a home.
I'm going to say right now, this is pretty well set up for them to go undefeated if they could take care of business. But like you mentioned, it's pretty. I'm going to go 11-1.
Yeah, me too. I think
one of the losses is going to be the road games, like at USC, at Wisconsin, right before Ohio State. They're going to lose one of their. I think they go undefeated at home though.
Bold choice, Futch, taking the bye week between USC and Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Not between Wisconsin and Ohio.
I think it's travel too because it's back-to-back road games. I think it's a travel factor too. But
where's the first bye week?
It's between Bowling Green and Kent State.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody screwed that up.
It's pretty bad. Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, I see.
He's going to say 12-0.
Say it. You could say it. Make Penn State great again.
Call your shot.
Yeah, I will call it. Yeah, 12-0. 12-0. The only game I reserved about is the Ohio State game, but with that being a home game and being at the game, I've got a perfect record. I feel that,
knock on wood.
It can work. It has to be a night game, though. They've been going back and forth with this bull crap about whether it's going to be a 3:30 game or a 7.
What if they lose at 11 a.m. August 31st?
I don't see that happening. West Virginia's dog water, in my opinion.
West Virginia will be able to score, but I just don't know if they're going to be able to stop Penn State.
They're not going to stop things. That's my thing, and I think Penn State's defense has gotten better. I truly think that because they lost very few guys on defense, and I don't know. I think they're pretty geared up for another run. They were really young last year, so I don't know.
All right, Wade.
Time will tell.
I'm going to give them a signature 10-2.
Under.
Trap game though against Minnesota there too. We talked the Gophers might not be that great, but
A+ schedule though. Graphic. Yeah. I mean, A+ graphic for Minnesota.
But I think 10-2 with close losses to Southern Cal and Ohio State, you could still sneak in as the 12 seed in the playoff.
Oh yeah.
I think 10-2. If you lose 2 of those games, I think you're better than a 12 seed.
Well, you would just have to assume that Ohio State and maybe Oregon would already be into the conference. But y'all are not as high on Ohio State, so they might not make it at all.
Yeah, I think they're overhyped. Who's next there, Tyler?
All right, let's go to Purdue.
They should have put Drew Brees on the schedule.
What is this, like a cover of like...
Hey, they get the Bees on the road.
All right.
This is weird.
I'm not seeing many wins, honestly. They're going to lose to Notre Dame. They're going to lose to Oregon State, even without DJU. That's just a tough road trip to go way out there.
But they have to win a big game here. I mean, there's going to be a big game.
We're set at 4.5. I think that big game is Ohio State, baby.
All right, I'll go 4-8. I'll be nice.
They get a big win and they go 4-8.
Yeah.
I'll be nice to them.
I'm with you.
I think they got 3-9.
What is this, a local ad in the high school newspaper? I mean, come on. Next. We all got
the other. Graphic, I'm just going to give them 4 wins. All right, let's go on.
And they're sponsored by their own university.
Oh, Rutgers. Well, Rutgers.
Are you having a nightmare?
Yes.
Why is he riding the Eat More Chicken cow?
Why can't I find the Rutgers over under?
I'm confused.
Why did they put some people's mascot and others not?
Rutgers doesn't even have an over under on
Google.
Its website.
And why does he have an 8-pack?
Swole Patrol.
Where the heck is Rutgers at? Oh, 6 wins.
I have Virginia Tech. Yeesh, that's tough.
Promising.
I mean, they ran my ass into the ground.
It's 6 even.
I think 6.
I'll go 6.
I'll go. I'll go 6-6. Probably what they'll get.
What is the fun fact about Rutgers?
That they're the birthplace of college
football. That I moved them to the ACC in my dynasty.
Oh,
they're the birthplace of college football.
They are.
Okay. It's nice to know.
Yeah.
Well, they suck.
Are we like 9 teams into this conference?
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, we're on going on now to the 15th slide, and that will be UCLA. Good luck trying to read this one.
I can see that just fine.
Yeah,
you know what? This one's aesthetically pleasing.
It's not bad.
5? Oh, under. There's no way they get to 5 wins. They're gonna lose in week 3. Oh no way!
No, at LSU.
How are they playing Hawaii and Oregon
like
playing
50
Hawaii
in week 4?
Wait, yeah. How is they're both playing Hawaii week 1?
It's a little doubleheader action.
I think one's playing them week 0, and the other one.
Oregon, Hawaii's week 0.
Yeah.
Oregon's playing week 0.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, but all right.
Hey, you respect that they put their buys on here. I like that.
Thank you.
You got Hawaii got 2 Big Ten teams coming to them.
Hawaii's about to get smoked.
Hey, they could beat UCLA.
Could beat Oregon.
We play both LA teams.
Check us out. 5-5 is the total.
That is a tough schedule.
Those are some rough.
3-9, 4-8 for the Bruins.
They don't have old Dorian Thompson anymore.
They don't even have Chip Kelly either. They got a head coach that doesn't know where he's at half the time. Did you see his introductory press conference at the Big Ten Media Days?
The football team from LA.
We're in LA, just like the other team that's in LA. And, we play in LA.
That is a tough road schedule, guys.
4-8.
Yeah, they're going to get smacked week
LSU, Oregon, and Penn State. I am so glad that Penn State is the third team on that thing right there.
After they get like.
All right, who's next?
All right, let's go to USC. They're going to start 0-1.
No parking sign?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
The school zone.
Yeah.
7 wins is what their runners set at.
In
I'm
the fact,
high on
these
USC.
people are.
They're not behind in week 1 there, Freddie.
This is an asshole move.
Beat us week 1. History
Asshole
says they will.
Asshole move. To put a tab over there that says result on the side is an absolute asshole move.
No, it's not.
This is so that you can print this out at your office and fill it in and feel good on Monday.
You can
make and stick it on your freaking door. Yeah, it's like a really.
It feels like a 7-5, 8-14.
I'm going 8-4. I'm giving them the.
I like this team. I think they're going to surprise people.
Just hope they don't surprise LSU.
I like them so much that they're going to go 6-6.
Okay. All right, I like to see them go 6-6.
What's the over?
7.
Yeah, I'm giving them 8 wins.
No way.
Me too.
I don't see 8 wins.
Oh, that defense.
I don't see 8 wins on there at all.
8 wins.
They'll be lucky to get 6.
They actually have to play defense in this conference, and that's going to bode well for them.
They're dead. They're dead. If they score more than 20 points,
and we haven't really seen Miller.
They have to score more than 50 points to win a game.
Hey, freaking good as hell in EA.
Oh yeah, he is very good. I can't stop a lick. All right, moving on to the no parking sign.
See, they took the result off.
6.5.
Thank you.
This team could be like really bad.
It's going to be like a TCU fall from grace once again. I'm going to go under. They're not going to make a bowl game this year.
What is it?
6.5.
I'll go 5-7.
Will Rogers is not the answer.
I'm giving them 6-6. But look, I don't think you have to get 6 wins anymore to make a bowl game. And there's no conference ties. There's individual team ties.
5-7. They won the Quick Lane Bowl against Bowling Green.
Was that it for the Big Ten?
Oh
my gosh.
Yeah, this schedule is booty.
And they beat Alabama week 3.
Yes.
They could.
7 is the total. It's at Wisconsin.
I'm going to go over for them. This is 8-4. I believe.
6-6.
Really?
They beat Alabama.
Oh,
They're
there's
better
no
than
way
people
this
say.
team goes 8-4, Tyler. You are smoking doobie.
They're going to beat Alabama. Shocker.
They'll beat Alabama and go 6-6.
I think they go 6-6.
No way, 8-4.
finally
You're
over?
kidding.
Hey, Luke Fickell. You can't
No,
forget
it's
about
not over.
Pickle.
It's not over.
There's another team.
Hey, man, I can't be all negative on this, like Big Ten. I've been getting unders pretty much for the whole
Go to our
time.
next team.
There's another team.
There's not another team. This is it.
Okay, I was about to say, who are we missing? All right. Well, that was a long. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go to a
We have
conference.
the ACC and the Big 12.
ACC and the Big 12.
I'm not previewing the Pac-2. I'm not previewing the Pac-2.
Petition to get our media passes for next year for the SEC Media Day and Big Ten Media Day.
I like it. We should do it.
I don't want nothing to do with Big Ten, so you can go up there yourself.
Next year it's for SEC. I think
Is it in Austin?
No, it was Austin. It was in Dallas this year.
Okay.
They're going to rotate it around.
Where is it next year?
Don't put it back in Atlanta. I'll
It
cry.
was in Nashville last year.
Didn't they play like Birmingham a couple of years?
Yeah.
Well, it used to always be in Orange Beach.
Well, no, that's the coaches' conference. That's what
That would be fun.
Well, I think a couple of years had in Atlanta too.
It's
Put
in
it
Atlanta.
Put it in Nashville. Who cares?
That's the college football.
How did I know?
I mean, that's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's lame-o.
Do we want to hit hidden gems and some fantasy football corner?
Well, let's do it.
Yeah,
I don't have hidden gem. Okay, I got hidden gem. It's from Major League Baseball. At the Detroit Tigers game, a couple kids were arrested for running onto the field. A lot of people are like, "Oh, they're kids. Let them have fun." Well, you do something illegal, you get taken out in handcuffs. That's in the story. Their parents should be found and also arrested. That's my opinion. If the parents are at the game,
the dad probably bet him to do it.
Yeah, but he should also spend some time in the slammo with them. Call me the no fun police, but if you're going to do something stupid, Got to pay the price. All right. Who's next?
I got
I'll
nothing.
take a stab at it. All right. I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, but Zhang Ziying, she is the oldest Olympian ever, 58 years old.
Yeah. She's from China, right?
Yes, from China, was a child prodigy at ping pong.
Ping pong.
Did not make the team in her youth, and so her family moved to South America, and she ended up in Chile and kind of started being an ambassador for the sport there. And I guess she's still pretty good, and that doesn't take too much wear and tear on your body. And she qualified for the Olympics at 58, and she's over there competing.
Here we go.
Neil, yes, that is a good one. I saw that too. I was going to wait until it happened.
Danny Jensen could be the first MLB player to be for both teams in the same game due to a trade and a suspended game. Yeah, he's the catcher. He was traded from the Dodgers or to the Dodgers?
Blue Jays to Boston, but take it a step further.
Dodgers were not involved.
Yeah.
He was the batter when the game was suspended. So obviously he can't play for Toronto anymore. But then Boston cut their catcher that was due up, I think, for Boston the next half inning. So that's funny. It's a weird situation.
All right, Jacob, what do you got for hidden gems?
I've got my hidden gem. It's actually going on right now. It's the Chicago Cubs. The fact that they've scored 13 runs in a game, that should definitely be a hidden gem because that only happens once in 162 games. So,
I like it. What about you, Tyler?
I'm going to go with a little back and forth between Simone Biles and Michaela Skinner going on.
Yeah, can you explain this?
Keep rolling your eyes. I like it.
Some freaking tissues. It's so
girl?
Petty.
She was a former gymnastics teammate. And she said in this comment, I pulled this from an article. This is what she said. Besides Simone, I feel the talent and depth just isn't like what it used to be. And then Simone posted on Instagram, the caption was lack of talent, lazy Olympic champions.
Yeah.
So just
mic drop.
That fight
right there. I didn't really understand what was going on.
Golly.
Yep.
All right. Fantasy football corner time.
Hold on.
Take it away, Jake. You're going to do the fantasy football corner this week.
No, I ain't doing no fantasy football. Screw that. I get all the way to the end and then I freaking lose. It doesn't matter what my record is. I make it all the way there. I can be 4-8 and make it to the Frappin' Championship and I'll lose. But bonus hidden gem. Caleb Dressel somehow giving a medal to somebody in the crowd. Did I see that right?
What?
Huh? I don't know. It's your hidden gem, brother.
Dude gave.
I haven't heard about it.
Dude gave a medal to somebody in the crowd.
Was it like a family member?
I don't think so. It was just weird. And then he gave the flowers that they gave to all the Olympians to somebody else. It was weird.
Interesting.
And I was like, what the heck is that? It was kind of funky. And I was like, no, they didn't hand a medal. And then I was like pausing it. And I'm like, no, he definitely gave that person a medal. It's kind of weird. So, I don't know.
All right, Tyler. Fantasy
right.
football corner.
Go ahead and get the
we got top 5 quarterbacks.
Yep, top 5 quarterbacks. We've had the running backs. Our number 1 running back was CMC last week or 2 weeks ago. Can't remember the last time we did the show. But our wide receiver number 1 was CeeDee Lamb. And now it's time to get the gunslingers a spotlight. But as always, we're going to look at my 2023 rankings. And honestly, I'm not proud of my 2023 rankings because one guy did not belong on here. I'm sure that you're going to figure out who the heck that is, and it's number 5. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs, pretty solid season for Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Josh Allen. I'm sure that Jacob can sing Josh Allen's praises. He pretty much carried that man to almost a fantasy championship until he blew it in the playoffs.
That's my
but yeah, Josh Allen pretty much does what Josh Allen does. He's going to run the football. I don't see how many rushing touchdowns did he have last season? Because I feel like it was a lot. But number 3, Jalen Hurts, Mr. Tush himself. Definitely going to be an explosive Eagles offense with the addition of Saquon Barkley. So we'll see where I have him. Number 4, I had Joe Burrow. Well, that was before that he got injured, but now he has a fresh cut. So maybe he'll get back in the top 5 this season. And then Justin Fields, well, he's not even on the Bears anymore. He's on the Steelers, competing for that starting spot against Russell Wilson. But with all that said and done, let's go on to the number 1 quarterback. Let's see if there's going to be any shocks amongst the faithful, and that's going to be number 1 quarterback, Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people have Josh Allen on this number 1. What is okay? Already,
I agree with this pick, Tyler. I agree with this pick. I drafted him last year, and the dude puts up points because of the tush push. They're rushing touchdowns. They count more than passing, and it's numbers, man. It's numbers.
Yeah, and I'm a sucker for rushing quarterbacks. So ADP right there, number 30. Looking at his projected points, a very solid 360.4. Let's go through all his projected passing. Over 3,000 passing yards, 24 touchdowns. And looking at the rushing yards, 625 and 11 rushing touchdowns. That's going to be one of the top rushers in the league. And they added a guy like Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. So not only can Saquon run it in the end zone, he can also be a good pass-catching back. And looking at this Eagles team, it's pretty much the same offense that you're looking at. You still got Devontae Smith. You got A.J. Brown. So this is still going to be a very good offense, and this is a team that started off the season hot last year and kind of folded late in the season. So this is going to be a team looking for some revenge in the NFC. So I definitely feel confident in Jalen Hurts. And number 2 is going to be Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills. I had to slide him down just a notch because no more Stephon Diggs, no more Gabe Davis anymore. So there's going to be a little bit of drop-off. They did draft Keon Coleman, the rookie, out of Florida State. So he's probably going to be their wide receiver number 1. But I think that you're going to see a lot more rushing touchdowns this year from Josh Allen. You still have out of the backfield, can't remember his name. Who's the running back for Buffalo? James Cook, yes. The question is, can James Cook be consistent for 18 games this season in the NFL? So we will definitely see, looking at his ADP. Pretty much every fantasy has this guy at number 1, so he's going to be the number 1 quarterback going off of fantasy drafts pretty much throughout the whole entire country this year. Looking at his predicted points, a little bit below Jalen Hurts with 3,357 points. A lot of passing yards, too, over 4,000 passing yards. So experts are still saying that he's going to be doing really good even without those 2 pass catchers. And then I think those rushing yards, wouldn't be shocked if he gets over that, especially the way that this Buffalo Bills offense is set. You still don't know if there's going to be any proven wide receivers. It might just be more Josh Allen trying to get some yards with his legs. But still, I would take him. Really feel confident with taking Josh Allen and also Jalen Hurts. Let's go on now to quarterback number 3 here on this list. It's going to be Patrick Mahomes. I feel like he's been on this list pretty much every time that he's been in this league out of the Kansas City Chiefs. ADP is right in the middle between Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen right there at 34. His projected points is also in the ballpark of those 2 quarterbacks, 335.7. Looking at his projected passing yards, that's right around the ballpark there. Mahomes, I wouldn't be shocked if he gets over that 32 passing touchdown. That's going to be a pretty solid day. And then he's not like the rusher that he is of Josh Allen and also Jalen Hurts. But looking at this offense too, there is some question marks. Rashee Rice is there going to be any?
Is he going to play?
Is he going to play? I already talked about Xavier Worthy. I think that Xavier Worthy is going to be one heck of a wide receiver for the Chiefs. Go ahead.
Xavier Worthy got absolutely bodied today in practice. He got ping-ponged by 2 defenders for like 20 yards. They lined up in press coverage, smoked him off the line, knocked him over. He rolled into the linebacker, and the linebacker lit him up. So he's got to learn how to run on his feet and beat press coverage.
Yep. And then out of the backfield, you got Isaiah Pacheco. You know what you're going to get from him. A lot of consistency. And then you got Travis Kelce, still one of the best tight ends. So this is pretty much this is still going to be the same offense pretty much from last year, and that's okay. You still feel really good about them. So if Patrick Mahomes is right there for you on the board, definitely draft him. Now let's go on to number 4. Let's go up to the AFC North once again. It's not going to be Joe Burrow. It's going to be Lamar Jackson from the Baltimore Ravens. And like I said, love my rushing quarterbacks. I had him last year. he had a slow start to the season last year, but really picked it up when the Ravens were making a run for that number 1 seed in the AFC. ADP is right around the range of the top 3 quarterbacks that we saw is 38. Looking at his projected point total, 335. And what I want you to go right down there, rushing yards, 800.1. Now, we will have to see how much he's going to run, especially with the new addition of Derrick Henry. I think that this is going to be a run-first offense for sure, because you're looking at their pass catchers, don't really feel confident of anybody that you got. Mark Andrews is still their top guy. Outside of that, who is he going to throw to? It's going to be up in the air. But really feel confident in Lamar Jackson. But he has to have a consistent season. Can't really have a slow start to the season once again. But really feel confident. And the most I feel confident on is this next guy. Even he's number 5. I'm already doubling him. He's going to be the league winner, and that's going to be C.J. Stroud of the Houston Texans. ADP of number 48. And if you see him on the board, take him and don't even think twice about it, because he's going to win you leagues this year. That's how confident I feel of this Houston Texans offense. We already talked about the new additions. You got Stephon Diggs. You got Joe Mixon. You also had the core that you had last year with Tank Dell, Nico Collins. So this is going to be a scary wide receiver group and also a scary backfield too, because you got Joe Mixon and you got a really talented guy behind him in Dameon Pierce. So how the heck are you going to stop this Houston Texans offense? I don't really know. Defenses are going to have to figure that out on the fly. But you look at his projected passing yards, 4,000 passing yards with this offense. I could definitely see that. And I can honestly see over 30 passing touchdowns for C.J. Stroud, too, and a little bit of – he doesn't really run the football, but he definitely has the legs to do it. So C.J. Stroud, even though he's number 5, I would not be shocked if he finishes off this season as the number 1 fantasy quarterback. So that's how confident I feel in him. And that is my top 5 fantasy quarterbacks. And next week, we will knock out the top 5 tight ends.
Surprised we don't see Mr. Joseph Burrow on the list. But the top 5 that you listed, I don't know who you would replace. So that's
I think Joe's probably right there in the neighborhood of 6 to 8. Yeah. I think you could get one of those guys and separate yourself at quarterback, or you could wait back, maybe get an extra flex player or something and feel pretty good with a guy like Burrow. But what Burrow doesn't have is the legs that some of those guys have.
That's true. And he
like Jaden Daniels could actually outscore Burrow just with the legs alone.
Yeah, it's rookie quarterbacks. We never know what to think. I'm picking Jaden Daniels with the number 3 pick in the draft. I've traded up. I'm taking him. That's all I got. I don't want to rant about our dynasty. I don't want to relive this. Maybe next week. Rutgers sucks.
Hey, we coming for the Maction, baby.
Yeah. Maryland, then.
Yeah. I don't know who I play this upcoming week.
Maryland?
Okay. Well, we'll see. Appreciate everybody watching. I know we had a little different Wednesday night show, so appreciate everybody that tuned in. Gentlemen, hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next time. Jacob, anything to say at the very end?